Wagwan beautiful people, welcome to yet another video. I hope you guys are feeling good. I am glad to be back with another video and we are back with some new action. This time the Premier League will be taking a bit of a break and the Carabao Cup, EFL and the FA Cup tournaments will be taking over, and I have to say I'm excited. Of course, I'll be giving you some Chelsea news. I'll be telling you my predicted starting 11. I'll be giving you my score prediction for the semi-final first leg for the Carabao Cup, which will be happening tomorrow, and I have to say I'm excited. I mean, we'll be facing Tottenham. This will be the first time Conte comes to Stamford Bridge after he was fired, and he has to make a statement. Thomas Tuchel will want to make a statement too. Of course, he gave his update on what happened yesterday in the meeting between him, Lukaku, and the officials from Chelsea. Of course, so much to dive into. I'll be telling you my results for my predicted score predictions for the match week 21, and my oh my, was I on point. So if you're interested to see some of this content and many more and much more content, please make sure you click the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on the post notification bell. You'll be notified every time I upload a video, and of course like the video. I'm sure you'll enjoy the content. So without wasting any more time, let's jump right into it. For some Chelsea news, of course, Thomas Tuchel in his conference, the major topic again, the noise around Lukaku is still there. Reports have been circulating around that Lukaku was shocked with the feedback he got from this interview, but what did you expect? I mean, as I said in my previous video, there was a lot of naivety from the player, but I have to say this was really bad. He has apparently amended his ways with Thomas Tuchel and the officials of the club, but for me as a fan, and I think I speak for you too when I say that we need a public apology. The way he did a public interview is the same way we need a public apology, and the sooner we get it, the better. The sooner we get it, the faster we move on. And even when he issues his apology, some people are just not good with grudges. This might take a while for it to blow over, and I will not be surprised. So tell me your thoughts about the whole situation. Lukaku, Tuchel, the officials, Chelsea fans. Thomas Tuchel mentioned in the press conference that they have settled it and he is deeply regretful of his words. Please tell me in the comment section down below, do you feel like you've forgiven Lukaku? Of course, Thomas Tuchel, I feel like, had no other choice. A major tournament is coming up, the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. It's a major cup, so he has to put all this behind him. He has to move forward. He has to put Lukaku in the possible starting 11 of tomorrow's starting 11, and I won't be surprised if he starts. But at the same time, I won't be surprised if he's in the bench. Do you think Lukaku will start in the game tomorrow? Tell me in the comment section down below. Some sources have reported that he might be fined either £600,000 or £500,000. And do you think this is enough payment for what he did? The damage is already done, but again, nobody is perfect. So for me, I feel like it will blow over eventually, but at the same time, my heart is still broken. It will take a while for me to get over it, and for that reason, you will be interested to see my starting 11. So make sure you watch the video till the end for you to check out who I'll be putting in my starting 11. Then in terms of other news, now who will be available tomorrow? Of course, the 4 players who are still out include Reece James, who is still out, Ben Chilwell, although he came back to Stamford Bridge, so that's some good news. Of course, he'll be still going through rehabilitation and recoveries, and hopefully he feels better. Now, the other 2 players who are out, our centre backs, we have Christensen, who's out. He's completely out for this game, and then Trevor Chalobah is also out. His hamstring injury had a re-injury, according to Thomas Tuchel, and he is out for this game. So what do you think we should do about our centre back positions? I mean, of course, rumors have been circulating that some of the players will be leaving, the likes of Rudiger. He has been said to be in pre-talks already with the likes of Real Madrid, who are said they're no longer interested, Atletico Madrid, I think Barcelona too. So many clubs are interested to sign the player. Chelsea, we know what we have in Rudiger. He is a character, the shit housery. The way he plays, everything from him is very good. So do we really need Rudiger? Tell me your thoughts in the comment section down below. And do you think we need to sign a player this transfer window? Of course, in terms of signing, some major news dropped yesterday. Thiago Silva signed with us for another year, a contract extension till 2023, and this was the best news that happened yesterday. I mean, I was really excited. He carried the pen of the interview after signing it with Marina, and this was the best news that came out of yesterday. In terms of the players, now Timo Werner is back in training, Ruben Loftus-Cheek is back in training too, so it's good to see the players back. It's good to see that we're back in form. Of course, yesterday I did watch along my live reaction to the Man United versus Wolves game in some ESK's channel, and I'll definitely be linking it in the description box down below. It was phenomenal, to say the least. I mean, the game yesterday, the players were not even working together. There were so many mistakes. If you're a Man United fan and you're watching this, tell me your thoughts about the game yesterday, and do you guys still stand a chance of being in the top 4, possibly settling for the Europa Conference League? Europa League or the Conference League, whichever you guys settle for, it's up to you. But that's in terms of some news in terms of Chelsea. Let's jump right into it. For my starting 11, due to the fact that most of our players are back, this gives me a bit more confidence moving forward to this game. Now this is the first leg, and then we have a second leg that's going to happen. Now that the Premier League is taking a break, we'll be having a little more time to rest, and I'm expecting a top-notch game. Of course, I feel like if Lukaku starts tomorrow, he will be good. Trust me, he will be good, and unless he scores goal after goal after goal, a hat-trick might possibly exonerate him from what he did, but it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a moment, so let's see what happens. So in terms of my starting 11, 3-4-2-1 will be my formation. I mean, I will be having Kepa in goal. Kepa was seen in training, looking very good. Now I hope he's able to show up for us on the pitch tomorrow. We expect Kepa to be our number 1 now that Mendy is not back till February. Then in terms of back 3, as I told you, 2 of our centre backs are injured, so it's gonna be a tough one. But at the end of the day, we still have to show up for this game. For my back 3, I'll be having Rudiger, Thiago Silva, who just renewed his contract, and Azpilicueta. I feel like these 3 will just have to step up to the role due to the fact that Chalobah is out. Might we see a rotation of the players? Might we see any formation? I highly doubt it, because you're already used to the system. And if you're not happy, air out your opinion to the coach first, then the fans, then the media houses. And in terms of the midfield form, of course, now that Ruben Loftus-Cheek is back, I feel like we were able to get back our own. The problem for me will be the right wing back role. Now, Reece James was our major star at the role, and I don't know whether the players will be able to rotate around, but they have to. You have to show up for this game. This is a semi-final. We have to show up for all competitions. It doesn't matter how small the tournament is, how small the title is, we still have to show up. So in terms of our midfield 4, I'll be having Alonso. Then in terms of the pivot, I feel like Kovacic and Kante combination was really nice. Although when Jorginho came in he tried to put in a bit of effort, but I will still go with Kovacic and Kante. I will not be surprised, however, if Jorginho comes in place of either of the 2. Then in terms of my right wing back position, now Christian Pulisic will have to take up the role. A bit tough on him, but he gave us a goal in the previous game, so possibly, as he's informed, he might be looking to start in the right wing back role. Who will be a right wing back for tomorrow's game? Tell me in the comment section down below. So, why to see Lukaku starting tomorrow? Possibly not, but for me, I feel like in this game, now Timo Werner, Thomas Tuchel mentioned he will be on the bench and possibly will play some minutes, but I don't think he'll start. So for my front 3, I'll be having Callum Hudson-Odoi, now Kai Havertz, and then I'll be dropping Mason Mount for this game, but not because I don't like him, but he's just not been, the finishing for me, the clinical finishing for me has not been it. So I'll be dropping Mason Mount for this game. So Callum Hudson-Odoi, right next to him, Kai Havertz, and then up front, Lukaku, it's safe to say he might possibly start tomorrow. They had to bury the hatchets as fast as possible. As I said, this is a major game, and everybody's looking to us to be able to get in as many trophies as possible now that the Premier League title is looking very, very far. So that is my starting 11. Tell me your thoughts. Who do you think I should have started and I didn't? So then in terms of my score prediction, Tottenham is a very strong side. Conte was asked about the whole Lukaku and Thomas Tuchel situation. Decided not to comment about it. Very respectful of him. I mean, he said it would be disrespectful to put in his opinion, and I highly respect him for that. I mean, if Lukaku just did not do the interview, we will not be having this situation, we will not be having this conversation. But here we are. So he did not, he said he's excited to come back to Stamford Bridge. He'll possibly be looking to make a statement. Now, Tottenham in their previous game against Watford, they were going strong, 0-0, and I thought Watford finally pulled something out of this game. But then on the 90-something minutes, it was extra time after Tottenham just equalized. So it's safe to say that Tottenham might possibly put in an equalizer towards the end of the game. The point is, I feel like in this game we should show up and we should bury the hatchet. Lukaku, he's not the best, but he's still our number 9 in terms of the PR and all that, the interview and all that. But if he starts this game, he definitely has to show up. A hat-trick for him. We'll have to do the game. We'll have to do it. And I don't think he possibly will do it, but can I hope? Your girls got to hope. So in this game, a possible win for Chelsea, but I won't be surprised if it ends in a draw. So we have to score this game and we have to score first. It's very important we score first. So a possible win for Chelsea, but I won't be surprised if it ends in a draw. But tell me your score predictions in the comment section down below. A possible 3-2 win for Chelsea will be my prediction. Then that is in terms of my preview. So let's jump right into my results for the match week 21 and who did I get correct, who did I not get correct. So in terms of how I did it, I predicted for the most part of the game either a win or a draw. Now in these games, I was happy with my result. I think I got 9 out of 10 due to the fact 2 games were postponed. So let's see what I got. Now I'll be comparing to my books. If you see me looking down, your girls got this as always. So Arsenal versus Man City, I said it is going to be a tough game. Arsenal were making lots and lots of talks about how they were the best, but they showed up for this game. I was shocked. So kudos to Arsenal for showing up in this game, but the game ended up in a 2-1 win. I predicted a win for Man City and it ended up just as I predicted. So 2-1 win was how the game ended. Then in terms of Watford versus Tottenham, I predicted a possible draw, which was on point, It was on point till the last extra minutes where Tottenham just equalized the 1 goal that gave them the 3 points and led the game. So I safe to say I got that one correctly. I predicted either a draw or win for Tottenham, so that was my prediction. So 2 out of 2 correctly so far. Then in terms of the next game, Crystal Palace versus West Ham, I predicted a draw, and my oh my, that game was intense, bro. It was intense. It ended up with a 3-2 win. A 3-2 win for West Ham, and as I said, I was quite close. I'll give myself half marks, so 2.5 out of 3. And then in terms of Brentford versus Aston Villa, I predicted for it to go either way, and Brentford showed up. And they won this game. Of course, they were at home and they had to prove a point, so it ended up with a win for Brentford, and I think I'll give myself half. So now it's 3 out of 5. Yes, 3 out of 5, and then 4. 3 out of 4. 3 out of 4, and then in terms of the next game, Everton versus Brighton, I predicted a win for Brighton, and that's what happened. At Everton's home, Brighton just took the win and they ran with it, and they did not allow anything to stop them. Now Brighton have been playing phenomenally in this season, and if they can keep up, possibly ending up in a maybe number 6, number 5, let's see what happens. So I predicted a win for Brighton, and it ended up with a 3-2 win for Brighton, so congratulations to Brighton. Then for the next game, Leeds versus Burnley, I predicted Leeds to win with a 2-1 win, and Leeds won with a 3-1 win. So your girls got this. I keep on winning. My score predictions are on points at this point. And then for the next game, Southampton versus Newcastle was postponed. Norwich versus Leicester City was also postponed. Then Chelsea versus Liverpool, I predicted either a win or a draw for Chelsea. It ended up in a draw. And then Man U versus Wolves, I predicted a draw, but it ended up with a Wolves win. So I'll take it. I will take it. Tell me which team you support in the comment section down below, and tell me which results actually shocked you the most. The one that shocked me for me has to be the Man City game, although I thought Arsenal would possibly maintain the lead, and they did for a while, and then Man City, you know how Man City does, that one shocked me. And then also for the Man United versus Wolves game, I expected Man United to at least give Wolves a taste of their own medicine, just to be on the same level. But you know what? Wolves were definitely the better team. And fun fact, I bet you did not know this, that the last time that Wolves actually won a game in Old Trafford was when the Wolves manager was only 5 years old. 5. it was a definite big night. It was a definite big night for Wolves, and all congratulations to the winners and the losers. Hey, you gotta pick yourself up. The draws also felt like losses to some people, so it is what it is. Those were my results for Match Week 21, and if you enjoyed this content, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up, share it with your family and friends. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. You'll be notified every time I upload a video. We're off to a very great start for the New Year's, and I really appreciate all your support. Thank you. I appreciate y'all, and I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye guys.